Hello, everyone. Is Anoxy. Hello, hello. The music is going to cut out for just a moment. Unfortunately, not a lot I can do about that. I am going to be working on, for a moment here while I talk, I'm going to be working on the levels. You will eventually see me take an ear pod out from underneath this, which I just realized I need to switch sides. It'd actually be better for me to do... Nope, I'm just going to take these off. Reason why. I can hear it just fine in my headphones, and I know I can hear it just fine. I need to see how it sounds on stream. So, I have it on stream, listening, and it's in my ear. Yay phones. Anyway, I don't feel good, if you can't tell. I don't necessarily think I don't think I look too bad. I have actually wearing makeup to try and avoid looking too bad. I don't feel great. I have 6 messages on Discord for some reason. Sorry, but yeah, I don't feel very good. My kiddos have brought something home. Lord knows what it is. But yeah, I'm going to be messing with the levels here for a minute. Because I don't necessarily think that this is loud enough. I just realized though if I change it on here, I'm screwed. Because it'll make it super loud for me, so I have to make it louder here and hope that it doesn't overtake my voice. So we will see what it does. So I'm gonna wait to hear it in my headphones. Headphone? Headphone. Is it a headphone? Like a singular headphone? I'm trying to think. Oh, not the smartest. Alright, I can tell that is a little too loud. So we're gonna bump it down just by 1. That's better. Okay, I think. I'm gonna have to wait to hear. While I wait to hear if it comes through my ear, I have soup. I love soup. And because I noticed a clinking of me eating last time, I have a little plastic spoon. This is from my childhood. It is a Yago spoon, for those who can't tell. It changes color, and I can't remember if it changes color in heat or cold, but we have had this thing since I was a child. And in true Midwestern Michiganian fashion, I have Verner's because I don't feel good. And Verner's is absolutely, it fixes everything. So, alright. Now, where did we leave off? I forget. Yes, more KOTOR. So we are going to continue Peragus. I don't know, to be honest, if I'm going to play much more than Peragus. Because I want to... I'm going to be able to stream more later. So. But for right now... I feel like I've completely lost the music again. So I'm gonna load in without anything because I can play this without hearing at least this part of it, and then we will see if I am audible. But yeah, so essentially today is gonna be like a 2 to 3 part stream. I'm gonna stream now for a little bit, probably just to finish Peragus. Sorry. But we're gonna roll with that. I can hear now, so I can tell it's actually pretty good. So now to take my earbud out. Yeah. My earbud, my bud of ear. Anyway, it is a rare Wednesday where I'm actually gonna get time to myself tomorrow. So I'm gonna take it and whatnot. For those who are curious, I do also have water. I do apologize if my voice sounds bad. It's pretty hoarse. It's pretty rough right now. Alright, I do realize I need to do something though. Sound. Music's a little high. Voiceover up. I could do this with these. Why do I not do this with these? Sound effects up. Like, the music is nice, don't get me wrong. The music is part of the ambiance, but I also want you to be able to hear just how expressive sometimes the world is. So we're changing that. Anyway, hello everyone. But yeah, I'm gonna at least try to finish Peragus tonight, and then we'll work on... Do I need to read this? Yes, I do need to read this. We'll read this in a moment. Oh, the NyQuil. Sorry. It's not there. Oh my goodness. Where's my brain? I'll have time to myself, essentially, as I was saying, after I drop my kids off at school. So I'll be able to stream a morning stream. I don't know how I'm going to feel in the morning. I know that right now I don't feel great. Mild fever, a little bit of, you're going to notice me popping my fingers a lot just because they hurt. My body hurts. I hurt. I'm a little warm. Yes, I know I'm wearing a long sleeve, but this is a comfy long sleeve. This is like 4 sizes too big for me. It's my comfy clothes for when I'm not feeling well, so. But I've got my water. I've got my Vernors, which is my absolute cure-all. Just ask anyone here from the Midwest, don't you know? And into it we go. I also have my soup, which is chicken and dumpling, because chicken and noodle is an atrocity. So recover the Ebon Hawk on Peragus 2. Although the HK protocol droid told you to see if you can find the administration officer in the dormitory to see if he has the access codes, a Republic ship has docked with the mining facility. It is possible that you could use the fuel connection line to bypass the force field in the fuel depot and enter the hangar from another direction, bypassing that force field entirely. Medical Bay murders, bonus mission. You have tracked down the terminal used to poison the miners to a console within the Peragus fuel depot. There is no record of who used the terminal, but the incident took place after the maintenance officer voice printed it, which means only he or someone with his voice could have had access to it. I know I read that one the other day when we were here, but I am reading that again. This one just says, hey, he's in the fuel lines, so we're getting there. I do have a lot of stuff that technically I could totally look at. I'm not going to look at it. I don't have anything else I could put here, so here we go. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Just pausing it repeatedly. Who cares? Oh, I just realized I did not swap over. Y'all can't even see what's going on. Hello. I'm not even sure I should be playing right now. Okay, data pads, storage log, and Mandalorian combat suit. Now the fire suppression systems have gone active, and I can't even make it to the dormitory section. I watched the turrets turn their carbonite freeze rays on the Bond before he even got halfway across the room. Fortunately, their range doesn't seem to go beyond the room itself, so I was able to remain safe in the corridor. But I didn't have any ranged weapons to take them out from a distance, and I didn't have a stealth field generator to sneak across the room either. I tried unlocking the storage room door to see if there were any cold-resistant items or grenades that I could use, but the door was sealed from the lockdown, and I don't know enough about security systems to open it. I also didn't have a sonic charge to blow the door open. Still, as long as the droids don't make it into this section, I should be alright. Sadly, you were not alright, my friend. I'm so sorry. But yes, so I really should see if I'm still hearable. Jesus, I just realized, like, I have so much faith in it. Nope. That tells me that I need to lower the music slightly. Okay. That was literally all I needed. I just needed to be able to check. I just wanted to be able to check and see if I was hearable over that music, and it really wasn't, so. The klaxon. Okay. Large locker. Security. Let's not bash anything, please. Insulated gloves. Awesome. Insulated gloves again. Anything else here? Yep. We're just gonna let ourselves heal. Get items. Okay. First, though. What does the neuroband do? We'll leave that on. Energy shield. Insulated gloves. Didn't get a new weapon. Okay, let's upgrade an item. Ooh, I can upgrade. I don't have anything for you. Can I upgrade you? Ballistic shielding. Nice to know I have something for the combat armor. I do like having something for the combat armor. I do apologize. I gotta. My little doohickey at the bottom of my keyboard got clicked in. So I had to fix that. I do really feel bad for the innocent people here on Peragus because, like, most of them didn't really want anything to happen. They just wanted to live their life, and there we go. Oh, remains. Get items. Door. Alright. Combat time, I get to eat. I'm a really bad shot, y'all. My dexterity is horrible. God, I hope I just hit the right one. Okay, I did. There we go. Okay. Oh, so to those wondering why I'm not, upgrading myself right now, it's because I'm, ooh, hey. It's because I'm saving it. It's a good way to stave off death if I screw up. Alright. Oh, hold on. Hit this one first. That guy's gonna do more damage. When I need them. And this right here is why. Okay, skills, that one, that one, that one, that one. We are gonna put another one in that. Just because. Alright, now here's where things get fun. 2-weapon fighting. Okay. Powers. I get another power. Stun droid. Lightsaber toe, which I don't need yet. Drain force. Force scream. Add power. We're gonna do energy resistance. We use it so much. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna do this. That should have helped. I don't know if it will 100%, but it should have helped. Good ma'am. Actually attack. You don't need me. Okay, I want to see something because I did just put a feed on. Oh look, see. So, if you don't remember, this was 0 now. So at least I have a +1 and a -1. So it still kind of levels out at 0. Sort of. Alright, did I have any more remains? No, I did not. Turn that down ever so slightly, because I just had someone tell me it was a little high. Ma'am, why are you not moving? Hold on. What in the world? There we go. It looks a little bit different now, but that's alright. Okay. You know what? We can just let it go with that. Now we'll do this. Oh, that did nothing. I am probably gonna go put that back though, because this is such a weird setup. So we are gonna go back to gameplay, go back to key mapping. We're gonna default the shit out of that. Setting off something. Let's hope I'm not setting. Oh, and there it goes. There it goes. Unintentional killing. I mean, intentional killing, unintentionally killing that heavily. I forget those little shits explode. I'm honestly just worried about more droids coming out. I'm not a very good blaster player. Oh, and there it is. We're gonna go back. We're just gonna get you to come out here to me, please. Thank you. Please and thank you. Let me kill you in my own space. That was the first time I ever hit that. Oh, that is such a fail. Okay, so we are going to kind of do something a little different here. I know that I could go to my left there. I also know that I have to mine this because it's damaged. But we're actually going to go in there first before I head to the dormitories. And kind of a reason for that, honestly, is I just prefer it. Because there's stuff that I have to find, if I remember correctly, here that I need for there anyway. So it is just easier if I go here first. There we go. Okay. Securita. Do all the security. Oh, it failed. Didn't fail the second time. So many insulated globes. I feel like I'm not going to need them all ever. Okay. Hello, my friend Lexi. I'm so sorry. If you would like to be in, if you would like to be in VC, I'm more than willing to come and be in VC. Just know that I sound like hell. And I will probably, cough a lot. Because that's what I've been trying to avoid doing. Scattered survival kit. It has chemicals. Oh, data pack. Got another lecture about contraband today. Security hasn't started doing spot checks of our quarters yet, so my cache in the lower bunk in my room in the eastern dormitory should be safe. You won't even know it's there unless you know to look for it. Corda came around again asking if I had any special cargo to sell, but I was getting a bad feeling about how he was asking, so I stayed quiet about my stash. I'm going to keep that blaster I smuggled from Telos and a few grenades there just in case things here get rough. The only benefit to having a room the farthest from the door is that it should buy me enough time to dump the contraband if security does a surprise inspection. So good to know. What's that? La credits. Yes, hello Lexi. Nice to see you. I have stream open in so many places because I've got it open here on another screen, and then I've got it open on this side, because my OBS doesn't like to show my YouTube chat. So I actually have YouTube open on the other side. More survival kit. So many chemicals. A lab station wherein I could make shit with these chemicals. That requires me to actually want to make shit with these chemicals today. Oh, nice. I swear they're never going to get around to fixing the ventilation systems, and if the food processors back up again, then the next time fumes start flooding the mess hall, I'll be dead rather than just nauseous. I'll keep the breath mask here just in case we have a repeat incident. Nothing there. Scattered survival kit. Items. Open the door just because. Alright, so we are gonna go around and we're gonna check this body. I'm not going into the next room. Well, actually, no, I guess I should. Screw it, we're already here. Might as well. Oh, shocking. No one here to kill me. Corda! You dead. This hololog looks like it needs to be plugged in a holo reader in order to play back the contents. Components, medpack chemicals. Yeah, no offense, dude. You look a bit like you might have had a rough day. I can't say I feel bad. You know, you have been trying to sell me while I was unconscious. realize I'm being a whine ass. Let me have it. Can I security this door open? It's impossible. Alright, repair. Check duty shift logs. These appear to be nothing more than a list of long work assignments, with the number of miners available for duty decreasing over the past 3 days, citing medbay logs. Okay. Oh yeah, they all dead. I want to save that computer spike though. The comm system crackles to life. All you can hear is a slow hissing. Otherwise, the dormitories appear to be deathly silent, which we already knew because we just saw all the bodies. So, that's sad. However, I need to switch my survey gear out for a breath mask. Because I want to save my thing. So we're gonna go this way first. Oh. I don't know why I keep pausing and unpausing. I'm just such an idiot. I'm a special kind of person today. That's what I get for trying to play while I'm sick. Alright, here's the log terminal. Nope. Return to main function. Looks like a military flash code. If I can get a reference number for a few of the symbols, I should be able to decode it. And we're gonna log out. And there's a reason. I know that I have a log on me. Looks like it needs to be plugged in. From Corda, but I want to get all of them first, so I'm actually going to go through all of these rooms on both sides, and then I'm going to come back here. So we're gonna do this methodically. I just said that wrong. Alright, reflex passage. What do I need for that? Oh, 14 constitution. I do not have a 14 constitution. Oh, heavy battle armor that I can't use. Sellable, although there are a couple characters, if I remember correctly, that can use it. Just a thought. Alright, medical officer. That sucks. She was nice, it seemed. Alright, so we're going to minor sonic mine the door. Back away. Let it go. Boom. Grab stuff out of the footlocker. Nothing else in here. Now we're going to go. Nothing else here. Okay. So I think we went to the west dormitories first, if I remember correctly. So now we're going to the east dormitories, and we're going to go through them before returning to the west dormitories with the intention of watching those logs. We're gonna see how it goes. That was a very fast death. I at least gave him the, you know, gave him the, I don't know what you want to call it, the, what would you say? The honor of a quick death? Mercy? Maybe? I don't know. It's a droid. Does it really care? Oh, there's something in the refresher. The mine foreman log. Okay. More security. Ooh, a Johnny battle armor. Hold on. Okay, defense bonus. What do I need for this? Medium. Okay. So, I love Ichani items. I do. Mainly because they give a really nice, usually defense bonus as well as a dexterity bonus. And because I don't add a lot of dexterity to my characters, my voice is starting to go. Because I don't add a lot of dexterity to my characters, I have that problem. So, something happened here. You found the corpse of the administration officer. He had a hololog on his body which could contain the codes to open the hangar bay. If you can find a hololog reader, if the log doesn't contain the hangar codes, then you'll need to find another way past the fuel depot force fields to reach the Ebon Hawk. The mining console seems to be transmitting a 5-number sequence repeatedly. It looks like some sort of military flash code. The symbols are 3 dots, a dash, an X, and 2 dots, a dash, 3 dots, an X, and 2 dots. So, Star Wars' version of Morse code, I guess. Not a bad thing, honestly. That's not what I'm saying. It's just, you know. Alright, we are into... Oh, there's the hidden compartment. Ion blaster, frag grenade, nice. Okay. Get items. Ho hum, ho hum, ho hum. Do 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 do. Le corpse. I feel so bad because like you can tell that the gas killed everyone, but you can also tell that droids went in with the intention of murdering anyone who did make it out alive, and that's just kind of sad. Because, you know, most of these people were honestly not bad people. They were just in the wrong spot. Alright. So we're going to start with the administrator hololog. And I'm going to probably mute and eat a little soup while these run. So...
This may be the beginning of a long record. It's about an hour after the facility suffered the explosion that triggered the emergency lockdown. Just finished helping the dock officer set up the transmission relay. Not much signal strength, but it's better than nothing. The transmission gives the code to open the turbo lift when or if help arrives. Code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13, then the next 2 numbers are...
Sir, couldn't we contact the medbay? Maybe the Jedi's awake. If so, she could help us.
No good. The link to the medical computer was severed from the hub, just like the administration console. Even if the Jedi wakes up, how would we get the dormitory turbo lift code to her? Without it, the turbo lift to the administration level is locked down. We just took an inventory of our supplies. We've got enough emergency rations in the dormitories to last almost a month. But with all the problems in the facility, I don't know how long we'll last. I wish we could contact the Jedi. Maybe she could... No. She's still floating in that damn tank. Someone's played us for fools. And since KOTOR and his crew aren't locked in here with us, it's pretty clear who it was. If I ever catch up with that Mandalorian-loving son of a... At least the air scrubbers are still working, even though they're tied into the... Hey, what's happening to the ventilation system? It's...
That's actually really kind of sad because, like I said, most of these people are good people. They're just in the wrong spot, you know? Like, it's not their fault. So now we're going to insert the Mind Foreman hololog and go from there.
Manama treto sobre barakto drun. Krishe mentru gre babano flank tour na saganich. Gravawe no ku se tabate bate. Trawinsto sopotuto neliep grimpatado. Trawinsto busuto neliep grampatada. Teleronda nana nintolo gradatira. Der interunto wakere que wapa teratana chingaradana. Ferra rampada no de brintada nel camera cella fi por no botat. Dosane caramala blur incidera mel rebe chinchin cranactada. Relibe coronto so mele grima con corregim passa. Retu contrada suma con cere non grum. Geractada cemenza bingar rukutoto und chuchur remananza. Der interunto wakere que wapa teratana chingaradana. Ferra rampada no de brintada nel camera cella fi por no botat. Dosane caramala blur incidera mel rebe chinchin cranactada.
I forgot that he said that. Like, yeah, Jedi go wherever. If they don't, they just kill people. Also, yes, I am avidly drinking this soup. It feels really good on my throat, so... Sorry about that, that was really loud. We're gonna go to the next one.
Manama treto sobre barakto drun. Krishe mentru gre babano flank tour na saganich. Gravawe no ku se tabate bate. Trawinsto sopotuto neliep grimpatado. Trawinsto busuto neliep grampatada. Teleronda nana nintolo gradatira. Der interunto wakere que wapa teratana chingaradana. Ferra rampada no de brintada nel camera cella fi por no botat. Dosane Karamalak Blue Incident Mail Rebbe Chinchin Kranaktada. Federator and Pada no Rincanel Commercial la Fibonalo. Turu Kawakare, Papanala and Shinka. Totore Senisensen. In the session Tranda Unlontros Nana, what is it? Manama trade over Barakto Drun. Krishem and True Grab Avano Flank Tour na Saganich. Grab away no cool set Batevate. Trawinsto Sobotu in Eliab Grimpatado. Trawinsto Busuto in Eliab Grapatada. Teleronda Nana Nintolo Gradatira. There into room to walk away, que wapa terratana chingaradana. Ferra rampada no the ringtada nel camera cella fibo no botot. Dosane Karamalak Blue Incident Mail Rebbe Chinchin Kranaktada. Federator rampada no rinca nel commercial cella fibo no. Turu Kawakare, Papanala and Shinka. Totore Senisensen. In the session Tranda Unlontros Nana, what is it? One of June Senisensen Drawicha Canel commercial cella fibo no.
Your ears always were too big, CN. Come on, if the maintenance officer comes through on the explosions, these dorms are gonna be filling up soon. And shut that damn data pad off and throw it down the refresher.
Corda's an asshole? That's my response to that. Corda is a big doo-doo head. Insert Doc Owl Officer Hololog.
We managed to get to the dormitories. We should be safe here. We've been trying to use the holo transmitter to beam a transmission to the administration level to end the lockdown. But the administration console's been severed from the main hub. Everyone thinks we should try to evacuate on our own as soon as possible. But there's no way to break the dormitory seals from the inside. I'm going to keep sending distress calls in the meantime. We've been trying to find a way to circumvent the lockdown and get to our hangar bay, but so far, no luck. The situation's worse than we thought. Even if we get out of here, we can't shut down the fuel depot force fields if a fuel leak was detected. If so, the only way off this asteroid is if a ship docks with us. But the only connection to the docking platform is on the administration level, and we can't get up to the docking bay while we're trapped here. I only hope someone survived the explosion in the mining tunnels. If not, then we're stranded here. Unless our transmission reaches a passing ship, or a Telos freighter.
I do, once again, legitimately. This is the part of Peragus that always kind of hurt playing it when I was younger. Because you're seeing all these people, and some of them may have families, who knows, if you really want to get into the lore of the game, yada yada yada. But when you look at it on a logistical level, you're seeing people who legitimately just wanted to do their job, and be done with it, and get paid, and go home or whatever. And they're dying because, God forbid, one person ended up on the station that shouldn't be there, and that's just like, what the hell?
Managed to use the holo transmitter here as a crude relay to beam short burst transmissions outside the Peragus facility. With any luck, the transmission will carry beyond the asteroid field. We've set the emergency transmission on automatic playback. We're using a simple military flash code to transmit the code to the turbolifts, so maybe our rescuers can get down to the dormitory when they reach the station. Without those turbolift codes, our rescuers wouldn't be able to get here from the administration level. And without those codes, we wouldn't be able to get to the administration level if we found a way out on our own. The messages are short distress calls only, since we can't get much signal strength. It's pretty weak, so unless a ship is actively searching the area, it might be a long time before a ship picks up the message. After all, who would be scouring frequencies way out here looking for trouble?
If I tilt funny for a moment, it's because I just heard what sounds like someone walking in the hallway. Main function. Insert.
The transmission gives the code to open the turbolift when or if help arrives. Code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13, then the next 2 numbers.
Intelligence. Insert minor hololog. Decode encryption. Access entry.
What did you want to talk to me about? I have to suit up and drill the 3219K asteroid claim within the hour, so talk quick.
I heard you had plans for the Jedi, about selling her to the exchange.
Yeah, but security already set their piece on that, didn't they? Nobody's getting sold to anyone.
Are they? I've seen the logs you've been accessing. Maybe the two of us could work something out.
It doesn't matter what we work out. We wouldn't make one hyperspace jump before what's left of the Republic was on us.
If you have a way off this station, I can cover our tracks. And ensure the Republic is not alerted to our presence.
Well, I may know someone. Works the system on special jobs. He may want to know details, but I might be able to arrange transport.
I've seen the logs. I know you've already asked him and given the details. Once he agrees, I can handle the rest.
Handle the rest? Like how?
When the time comes, I'll contact you
when did the maintenance officer grow some horns?
One thing I want you to think about, if you've never played this game, is how different the maintenance officer sounded, even like over comm. Just a thought, just a mild thought. So, you know, like even for being over comlink, that it didn't necessarily sound right, did it? Just saying. Mild thought. My voice is still absolutely fried. I would be mad if I was told, hey, here's a simple job. Someone fucked it up. It's not even like, no one fucked the job up right here. This is someone mutilated this entire organization because me, the character, the Jedi, showed up. And I didn't even show up of my own free will. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be on a Republic ship called the Harbinger. So there's a thing. I'm not supposed to friggin' be here. Recover the Ebon Hawk. You reached the dormitory area only to find the administration officer dead. You found a partial code to open the turbo lift to the administration level, but no codes for the hangar. Without those codes, you'll need to find another way to bypass the force fields in the fuel depot. Maybe that docked Republic ship has the answer. If you can get to it. The mining console contains a 5-number flash code to unlock the turbo lift. If the administration officer was correct, then the first 3 symbols stand for 3, 17, 13. That means the remaining 2 numbers are 5 and 7. So here we are. Open turbo lift door, use my intelligence. You enter the correct code, but the console's rejecting it. Someone must have changed. Wait a second. Return to access camera logs. I forgot about that.
Almost didn't make it out of the dormitory section before the lockdown, you Merklack. You're cutting a little close, aren't you?
Yes, a regrettable miscalculation on my part. I'm contacting you because I'm picking up a subspace transmission from within that level. Is that your doing?
No, they must be trying to use the old relay system to send an emergency signal. I doubt they know what's really going on.
Hey, this turbo lift's locked down.
Try the code again, and don't worry about the miners and their transmission. By the time help arrives, we'll be all the way to Nar Shaddaa.
Oh, they won't be leaving the dormitories. The explosion within the tunnel has damaged the ventilation systems, causing breaches in the core exhaust conduits.
What? That's going to kill them all!
Not all of them, but I'm sending a number of mining droids to your location right now to correct that problem.
Korta, this turbo lift's locked down. The sequence isn't working.
Keep trying it! You! Why are you doing this? Why me?
You. It was never about you. The Jedi is all that interests me. But then you had to ruin everything by revealing her identity and then trying to harm her. And that I cannot allow. Statement. You are a risk, Korta. You are impulsive, crude, and soon, deceased.
Mocking query. Korta, are you dead yet? Smug statement. I believe I forgot to mention that I reversed the turbolift codes, in case you managed to get this far.
So now, when I first played this game, right? When I was a wee little lass and I played this game, I admittedly kind of started putting pieces together because I fashioned myself sort of a bit of a detective, but I admittedly hadn't 100% put it together yet. That stupid droid was the cause of the problem. I was like, no, he's a droid, there's no way. And I hadn't played KOTOR yet. My first KOTOR game was Knights of the Old Republic 2, which is this. I hadn't played the first one. And that was because when my mom bought me the second one, she was told you didn't really have to play the first to play the second. It wasn't a direct continuation of a storyline. So you didn't need to 100% know. And I was absolutely fucked up when I realized that that's what had happened. That droid had been this whole time. Which you would think I would know and it would have been obvious, but you have to remember I was young. I was a wee child. We're gonna go with Will because Will is better for me. But yeah, I was so fucked in the head when I found that out. I was so upset. I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
Emergency lockdown overridden.
Well, look at that. Someone's decided to quit meditating.
I have felt a disturbance. Our enemy is here. We must leave at once. The one that fired upon the Ebon Hawk as we attempted to rescue you. And he will not let us go without blood being shed. The story is a long one, and time is short. Come, we must go, and quickly. We need to make our way to the docking area on this level. I fear the airlock has already opened, and if so, we must be on our guard. If we cannot reach the Ebon Hawk, then we must find a way to escape on the ship that is docked here.
So Kreia has now officially joined my party. I'm leaving her... Oh, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. I'm going to leave her unarmed right now, because I would rather. Damn it. We're getting into the fun part, I promise. Like, we are getting to where, like, it gets a little interesting, but it's also just like, oh god. You know. Atten, you beautiful son of a bitch.
What in space is going on? Who's this? Another Jedi? What, did you guys suddenly start breeding when I wasn't looking?
Yes, the two of us women. The two of us women. We started breeding. Just grab a
right.
weapon. Grab a weapon
I'm
and follow
guessing
me.
that
We're done.
public ship that just docked isn't carrying friends of yours.
I hope
No.
Lieutenant for understatement is offset by your skill with a blaster. If not, then I fear our time together will be short indeed.
Yeah,
I
and
love
I'm also
these
good
two
at running
together.
and drinking, Your Majesty. And even if you two aren't big friends of the Republic, that warship's the only way off this station. Good thing we have a clear run to the ship.
Threat. Master, perhaps I did not enunciate clearly the last time we spoke. I suggested that you should shut down, stay put, and wait for rescue.
I don't listen to assassin droids, but at the same time, I'm gonna point blank say, after all the deaths that you've caused, you piece of metal shit, rescue is hardly the term I would use.
Correction. I am not here to argue semantics, Master, so I will simply inform you that you are wrong, as were those recently corrected miners.
I hate how he talks.
Indignant answer. Master, the miners intended to place you in jeopardy. I could not allow that to take place, so I was forced to negotiate a termination of hostilities. After reprogramming the mining droids to mine any organics they perceived, they began to kill the miners one by one. Then a series of flawlessly timed explosions drove the miners into their dormitories, where I was able to gas them all at once without wasting time hunting them through the mining tunnels. I then administered a large dose of sedatives to the remaining miners in the med bay, enough to kill them, but ensure you slept peacefully. Of course, against my calculations,
Sleep,
you
it's a hell of a
awakened
drug.
from your tank prematurely. I am ashamed by the inconvenience that caused for both of us.
I like how this droid is ashamed about the inconvenience that my waking up from the drugs he gave me caused.
Answer? You misunderstood misunderstand me, Master. Those droids were there to guard you. As I said, I did not anticipate you awakening from the tank. You are quite a hardy specimen for a Jedi. A wrong toe among humans, if you will indulge me the metaphor. Besides, as you proved, Master, such droids could never pose a threat to a Jedi. The droids were custodial in nature, cleaning the facility of other distractions.
So essentially, Atten is super, super, super lucky he was already locked up, or he'd be dead by now.
Answer. It is beyond the scope of my programming to probe the motivations of my clients, Master. Suffice to say that I am being well compensated for my services. You have been a difficult target to find. You have been wandering the galaxy since the end of the Mandalorian Wars, leaving little record of your passage. It is as if you did not wish to be found by hunters such as myself, or more likely, the Jedi Order.
Who the hell are you working for?
Chiding answer. My programming renders me incapable of revealing the identity of my client, Master. However, I am free to say that my client is wealthy and very interested in possessing the last of the Jedi.
Are you gonna kill me?
Answer. No, Master. Killing you was never the intention. If you resist my attempts to return you to your KOTOR tank, however, I may inadvertently fracture your skeleton in several places to incapacitate you.
I'm going to say this. That sounds so much like a very dear friend of mine who is not watching this stream right now, so he can't defend himself. But yeah, no, that is totally a very good friend of mine right there. If he can't get you to do it when he asks nicely, he's just gonna incapacitate you to do it.
Admission. It was a matter
How did
of
you find me?
chance, Master.
I've been hiding.
I happened to be serving as a protocol droid on the Harbinger when you booked passage. After that, it was a simple matter to sabotage the Harbinger and call for a retrieval. Irritated statement. However, when the Ebon Hawk appeared and salvaged us from the wreckage, I was forced into a series of rapid recalculations, culminating in our current situation.
I mean, or you could have just not killed people. Enough of this. I don't want to fight you, but I will if you leave me no other choice.
Resignation. Very well, Master. If inflicting pain is the only means to resolve this matter, then you leave me no choice.
Alright, you need another mining laser equipped. Fortitude. Reflex is fine. I'll give you that. I can give you the survey gear. Insulated gloves aren't going to do anything to you. Energy shield. Mining shield. You don't get anything, Kreia, because you are... I was trying to do that without killing Kreia. I still killed Kreia. I was trying not to kill Kreia.
More where that came from.
And this is why I have this, like I said. Attributes. Okay. I just want to see something. So 15. What does that do for my skills? That still leaves me at 5. If I do this, I could wear my next one, I think. No, we'll do this. Okay, we'll do this first. Skills 1. that into stealth for a bit. Powers. Oh, I want to get it so bad, but it's screw it. We're gonna choose that because can. Oh, back up.
1. Failing, master.
He's blown me up more than once. So anyway, it is officially an ad over on my YouTube, so I am going to take a really quick break. I'm going to actually put it on my break screen. I'm going to go use the restroom, all that jazz. I will be back in under 3 minutes. And as I said, back in under 3 minutes. I still have 22 some odd seconds left. So we're not actually going to go do anything yet. I don't really want to. I want to just double check here to make sure that I've gotten everything. And then I'm not leaving anything behind. I love how I left these guys as if they're actually going to do anything. Okay, so we're gonna read this real quick. You reached the dormitory ever. Okay, rescue. Oh, okay, yeah, no, it got. Yeah, completed quests. There we go, close. Alright, so. Here we go. To the ship. You know. Back to the ship we go. Harbinger, where I've already been.
Something is wrong. I sense no one on board.
You sense no one on board? Sense any assassin droids creeping up behind us like last time?
Everyone here has been slain, yet there are few signs of battle. No carbon scoring, no blaster fire. This place has been hit by assassins of a different sort.
Then what are we doing on this ship? We were better off in the facility. You two are supposed to be Jedi? You two are the worst Jedi I've ever met.
We need a plan, not accusations.
If the assassin machine was correct, then we cannot reach the hangar. Be silent. I need some time to think.
We can bypass the force field to the. We can bypass the field to the hangar by getting to the engine room of the ship, then exiting through the fuel pipe.
Look, I don't mean to cast another shadow on this, but even if you could reach the ship you came in on, it wouldn't matter. You'll need the orbital drift charts to clear the Peragus asteroid field, unless you want to have the shortest flight out of Peragus ever recorded.
Then how did this ship dock here?
Well, of course they have the asteroid drift charts in their navicomputer. They'd have to.
So we get their codes?
Well, we'd have to get to the bridge. I mean, well, that's the biggest problem I can see.
That is a sound plan for the moment. Let us go.
Now that you have a party, certain actions and dialogue responses will increase or decrease influence with your companions depending on their personalities. Some will respect cruelty, while others may respect nobility, loyalty, cleverness, brute force, and so on. The higher your influence with a companion, the more your alignment affects theirs.
Our enemies gather. Very well.
There we go. So we get influence with Kreia, and some light-sided points. Alrighty, door. Look at that, the bridge. It's almost like it was here. I have more parts than spikes. Download, check the logs. Access log, emergency broadcast.
We have taken on passengers to Telos.
Sir, we've just received an emergency broadcast. A freighter under attack by Sith forces.
Can you get an ID on the ship?
Yes, sir. We have its ID signature. It's not in our databanks, but its profile suggests some low-stock freighter. Says it's being hit hard by a Sith warship. Sir?
I'll need to confirm with command before we move to intercept. Report.
The Sith warship is empty, sir. We attached an umbilical and sent 3 strike teams through it, and there's no sign of a crew or its commander.
There's no one on board? What about the escape pods?
They're still in their berths, sir. This place, it's empty. It's like a ghost ship.
Then who was firing at the freighter?
We don't know, sir. The freighter's empty, too. We did a clean sweep and nothing except a lone T3 unit, badly damaged. Did you still want a tractor beamed to the Harbinger?
Search the freighter and the warship one more time. If they're clean, then we'll tractor the freighter over.
Yes, sir.
No idea why the Admiral thought that freighter worth all the effort, but we'll find out.
Everyone in the Ebon Hawk was dead, sir. We're starting autopsies within the hour.
What about that Sith corpse we retrieved from the warship?
We haven't had a chance to fully examine it, sir. He looks human, but he's fractured in several places.
Then keep me posted. Something's wrong here, and I want to know where all those Sith on the warship went.
Sorry about that. My partner came in and was asking me questions, so I just kept myself muted. At this point, we are on Access Log Emergency Report. The second one we watched was called Sith Warship. The third one, the one we just finished, was Survivors. We are now on Emergency Report. Also, yes, it is a pretty chill game to watch and play at the end of the day.
We're still experiencing a problem with the communications array, and now maintenance is telling me there's a cascade failure in the weapons.
Sir, I just picked up an unusual sound from MedLab.
I have come for the Jedi.
What the hell was that?
Sir, I don't know. Communications just got cut.
Send a security team to MedLab, now!
I'm just gonna say that that voice was the voice of so many weird nightmares as a child, and I will explain more later. But we're gonna log out now. Alrighty, I'm gonna go this way because can. Oh yay, computer spikes. Alrighty, orbital drift charts. We have downloaded the orbital drift charts from the hangar. Recent history, it looks like the Harbinger encountered the Ebon Hawk being attacked by a Sith vessel, but when they encountered it, both vessels were empty. While searching both vessels, it is likely that Sith assassins stealthed their way on board the Republic cruiser and began to take over the vessel. I do apologize, my voice is real rough right now. My awareness is down. I just realized I need to swap between you two because you really don't need will, but I need the awareness, so okay, there it is. I'm murdering Sith assassins at present. What? Oh.
I'm gonna see something on order. I'm gonna see what the price of the card he's saying that he's behind.
One moment.
Time to even the odds.
I legit didn't realize they were behind me. I just thought my teammates were pulling a Donald Duck from Kingdom Hearts and not helping. I was kind of upset by that. I was like, well, this is horse shit. All the escape boats have been locked. They cannot be used. Which really wouldn't help me in the middle of an asteroid field anyway. I don't know why that's even like a viable option. It's like, oh hey. One moment.
Let's settle this.
This shall not stop us for long.
Everyone down!
More logs. I love logs. I do apologize for how silent I'm being. You can't see him, but my partner's right there, and we're talking important stuff that needs to be talked right now. So you're good. We have logs though. The first one being course change Onderon.
We've been diverted from Onderon to the Outer Rim. There's not enough ships out there, and we're already hard-pressed to keep patrolling the regions under our jurisdiction. I'm afraid we're going to lose it all. There's just not enough ships and too much territory to cover. We're still rebuilding from the war with Malik, and sometimes I wonder if we'll ever recover. Still, we have our orders, and the Republic's put the highest priority on this mission. Looks like the trouble on Onderon will have to wait.
This one is passenger transport, and before anyone else says anything, this is Werner's. I know that it's not very bubbly, and it looks like a different sort of... Here, I'll show you the bubbles. The bubbles are on a particular side of my glass. See, there's bubbles in this glass. It's not what someone decided to say it was. It's Werner's, alright?
As ordered, we've picked up the passengers from the Outer Rim and have made quarters for them. Once aboard, we've plotted a course for Telos. We expect to arrive within 10 standard days, provided there's no mishaps. I've been ordered to give the passenger no special treatment, nor make any indication of her identity. I have some reservations about turning the Harbinger into a passenger liner, but the orders were clear. Whoever this passenger is, she's got diplomatic level priority, whether she knows it or not.
So we have learned two things from these last two logs. One, this ship was going to Onderon, which is a planet people who actually, like, pretty much anyone who knows anything about the Legends lore, or extended universe, expanded universe, whatever you want to call it, lore for Star Wars, knows what Onderon is. So we know that it was moved from Onderon. Okay, fine. We also know that it picked up our character, the Jedi, the Exile, whatever, as a passenger, but we still don't really know why. And we really have yet to delve into what makes the passenger not a Jedi, but a Jedi at the same time. So here is the third, which is distress signal.
We picked up a distress signal and are sending a message to the Republic for permission to investigate. We have also transmitted the damaged vessel's ID signature to the Republic. According to the message, it's being pursued by Sith forces. There's no match for the vessel in our databanks, but the profile of the distress signal suggests it's a stock freighter of some kind. We'll only know for sure when we arrive, and we'll find out if the signal's genuine or a trap.
So I love the fact that they're like, hey, we got this signal and we don't know if it's a trap. It could be a trap. We don't know, but we're still going to at least go to that area. We're going to ask if we can engage, but we're going to go to the area first. So that is like the most half-assed ask for forgiveness later sort of situation. Just saying.
We wanted to check with you, sir, before diverting course from Telos. There appears to be some battle that has taken place in the sector, and we've received a distress signal.
You have permission to divert course, Captain. If there's a Sith presence in the region, I want you to investigate. The ID signature on the freighter, did you get confirmation on it?
Yes, sir. We did not have the vessel listed in our databanks, so we transmitted the code to you. Was there a match?
There was, Captain. If you find any trace of that vessel, even wreckage, I want it.
Yes, sir.
After you've investigated the sector, resume course to Telos with the passenger. It is of the highest importance that she reach Telos.
Yes, sir. I'll make sure she arrives intact.
Good hunting, Captain. Admiral Onasi out.
Sometimes I wonder if the right hand of the Republic knows what the left hand is doing. I'm always being kept in the...
Query. You sent for me, Captain.
Yes, I need you to check on the passenger again, see if there's anything she needs. Try not to be too obvious about it. Her safety is our top concern.
Statement. I shall use the utmost discretion, Captain. As always, it is my pleasure to serve.
I realized that y'all just watched me go from super, super, super excited to I hate that droid in the span of 5 seconds. First of all, thank you so much to the Son of Sons over on Twitch for the follow. Always nice to have more people. But yes, we just learned that we are supposed to go to Telos, that apparently there is a reason for us to go to Telos. But the reason why, by the way, I just got so excited, is Admiral Onasi, or Carth Onasi, is a character from the original KOTOR, who I have such a soft spot for. I absolutely love Onasi. Carth he's such a little sweetie. Little cinnamon roll. Little pixelated cinnamon roll. That I absolutely just love being able to kind of bring over into this. So I'm super excited that I was able to get that. And what I mean by that is, if you remember, if you saw my first VOD of this, the conversation with Atten, the first time we talked to him, depending on how you relay what Revan is and who Revan is and what their allegiances were, you might end up with Onasi, you might not end up with Onasi. Now, do I know that that's the case in this extended version? No. I have never played this modified version of KOTOR that includes all of the, or most of the, left out stuff. So, there is that as a reality. So I don't 100% know if it's possible to get Onasi even without doing that. So we've learned what we can learn here. A whole 100 experience points, y'all. Look at that. I learned so much. Alright, credits, med pack. Ah, Kreia, you beautiful, decrepit human being. Okay. I don't know, is it rude to call her decrepit when she literally looks like a dinosaur? We're gonna do this. I know I have the Shocky Shocky. I don't want to use the Shocky Shocky unless I have to use the Shocky Shocky. Oh, your dexterity, it sucks. No, not the antidote kit. I want a med pack. Okay, 5. That's how I do that. Target. Hold on. What am I doing?
I will silence this one.
I'm sorry, Atten. Give me half a second, bro.
Say the word.
I'll use a med pack on you. There we go. Okay. Everyone will get to heal. Healing. Ooh, a sonic pistol. That probably needs to go to Atten, because I'm betting it's better. Yeah. Alright, it's better. No, that's a blast. A sonic pistol, jackass. No. A sonic pistol. Damage Sonic. No, we don't want to actually. We actually really don't want to put that in his hand, because that does me no good. Actually, these do more. Shocking. Okay, looked like there was one more thing we could open. Hi, babe. 1 second. He's reminding me that sleep is a thing and that, you know, blah, 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 blah. Which is very valid. I haven't been feeling well today. I might have gotten a little too much sun or something the day before, which sounds so dumb. But, something new viewers don't know, I have lupus, and Sunlight doesn't like lupus. And Sunlight don't like me. So, real quick. Recent history bonus mission. Apparently the Republic knew of your exiled status, and they had secretly been monitoring you on the vessel. They even assigned the HK protocol droid to watch you, which is probably how he discovered your presence in the first place. That bastard. That rat bastard. I hate that droid. I know I shouldn't hate the droid. He is what he is made to be, but God, the HK droids drive me nuts. Get out of my way! God, you were every NPC. I swear to God, every NPC. Ow. There we go. Frag grenades. Alright, one of these is my room and I know it, and I think it's this one. Nope, it's the other one. It's always the other one. Why?
Are you alright?
This was your room? When?
Atten, were you not watching the same holovids I was?
We do not have much time. Whatever you intend to do, do it quickly.
I feel like Atten wasn't watching the same holovids I was. Noxendelian, you are requested to report to the Harbinger Medical Bay for routine examination. The routine is automated. Simply insert this datapad into the medical computer to receive your injections. Noxendelian's armband. This band belonged to the Jedi Noxendelian, who was exiled from the Jedi Order following the Mandalorian Wars. So now let's open this one. Oh, you were gonna make me do that today, aren't you? No, doop, doop. Okay. Powers. Healing's not a thing yet till 6. We're gonna do speed. I like speed. Force speed, like, never mind. I'm done. Can't fix that. Is my skill still too low? Alright, well, I'm being lazy, and we're just gonna mine the door then. I'm not gonna level myself up to the point that it tells me I have to. You're kidding me. No, I want in here. There we go. That works. The plasma thing. Swap back to my dual wield. That actually matters to me. Alrighty. Somebody who isn't me answer this question, right or left, y'all? At and wide. Alright, dexterity, wisdom, intelligence, constitution. I really want to up your intelligence, but I know that this is better.
I hear you.
Left. Okay, thank you. That is why I save level ups, y'all, because I like to not die. There we go. I'm gonna open the door. Now I am gonna go both ways. Like, I'm gonna swing both ways out of the way. Oh, the med bay. Yay, the med bay. Get items. My Kolto tank. This Kolto tank appears to be active. And why not? I will enter the Kolto tank. I will heal myself. My wounds have been healed. Let's look at this real quick. Insert data pad. Check treatment request. Noxendelian treatment request with sedatives administered during routine examination 3.5 days ago. Emergency override enacted. Dosage exceeds safety protocols. During your last medical exam, you were administered a delayed sedative that would kill a normal human being. That must be what rendered you unconscious when the Harbinger was taken out. It looks as if someone forgot to lock out the treatment request. Once administered, you still have access to the Kolto tank. Okay. Medical logs. First one being Sith wreckage report.
Something's wrong. Ever since we picked up that Sith firefight in the region, crewmen haven't been reporting for their shifts, and I can't reach people on the comm. The strange thing is, I keep feeling like someone's watching us here in the ship, but I can't see anyone. I don't like this.
Next one being Sith survivor.
Checking the survivor from the Sith vessel. I'm not sure whether he's alive or dead, or what's even keeping him together. His flesh is cracked and scarred, and I'm registering several thousand fractures in his skeleton, as if each bone was splintered repeatedly over time, then put back together. Judging from the scar tissue, I believe these wounds took place before his death. If so, he must have been in constant pain. I have no idea what's been keeping him together.
So, as a child, I sat here wondering why She was wondering what could keep him together physically when it was obvious he had a body. And it finally dawned on me as I hit like 25 that no, she was questioning what the hell kept him together mentally, and I, for the love of Christ, have no idea. So, access log, emergency broadcast.
This is the medical officer. The soldiers sent to the medical bay have just died. I don't know where the subject went. I think he's gone to find more of the crew. With him or Sith. They just appeared right out of thin air, like they were wearing stealth generators, but I think they were always on board. When we stopped to pick up that freighter, they must have come on board the Harbinger. I have no idea how many are on the ship. There could be only a few, or as many as 100. And with communications cut off, we can't call for help. I think that thing in the tank was a Sith Lord, alive the whole time, waiting for something to wake him up.
Okay, we got chemicals. Now let's check the camera recordings. If y'all thought he was dead, why was he in a Kolto tank? Unless that was a tank of, like, formaldehyde, like, substances. It's like, just, it seems like a logical question. That was a Kolto tank. Why was he in a Kolto tank, guys? Repair the droid. Leave it alone. Now it'll follow us. It'll heal us. Yay! Okay, get items. Is this the way we came in? Nope, that door is locked. Check in corpses. Ooh, meditation band. Will, wisdom. Okay, we're gonna roll with it. You're not my friends.
Time to take you down to size.
Yeah, I really need better dexterity.
Let's settle it. Let's settle it.
There's that. We were already there. I don't want to go through there yet. I know I don't want to go through there yet. I haven't explored everything, so we're not going through the turbo lift. You just want to ruin my day. You know what? You are absolutely useless without something.
More where that came from. Just say the word.
Well, you dead. You're almost dead, but I'm gonna let it go.
More where that came from.
I love this. This little droid. It's trying so hard. This droid is like, can y'all quit? Like, it is the epitome of healer in like a game of League. Alright, there is a Republic soldier. Maintenance data pad. Droid maintenance log. I don't know whether this new HK-50 droid is a gift or a curse. After the destruction of the previous protocol droid when it accidentally activated that frag mine, the HK has stepped into its place without a hitch. The problem is it doesn't take commands very well, and most of the time I have no idea where it's been. There's been reports it's been sighted in the crew quarters, with the captain, in maintenance, and even in med lab of all places. And when I ask the droid about it, it gives me a smart mouth response about facilitating communication. I don't know who commissioned these HK models, but I don't like them. Appears to be purposely sabotaged. Deactivated. Is this a blast door? No, this is just a door. Probably leading to a blast door. Yep, so that's locked. Oh, the damaged droid. It has more damage. No. Okay, so I am going to go back and we're going to do just kind of a general sweep, make sure that I've opened every door possible to open. I know that that means more battle on a technicality, but I would much rather battle more and not miss anything, like this stash room, like holy shit, than to not battle and miss stuff. So that's what we're doing, is we are doing the general sweep. I get real annoying in games like this when people try to play them with me, I'm just going to be honest, because I'm someone who I have to open every door. I don't think I ever followed a path directly in pretty much any game like this that I've ever played. I'm always very, let's go both ways, let's look at everything, let's see what can and can't be done. And I've been told that it is mildly annoying. Particularly because I think, here's the hilarious part, I think this is a blast door, and yet I can't open it, so all we got out of this was a little bit extra combat. So. Bro, Atten, you're the one who said that, like... Hold on. No. I need to change his behavior.
Time to even me up.
Ranged behavioral attack any enemies I see. Switch to... I don't have anything for you right now, so you'll just have to stay that way. Okay, I don't want you to die, even though technically I know you'll come back, but we're just gonna do this. Attributes, your intelligence is low, your strength is low, your dex. You really should actually not be using... Why are you both ranged characters, you sons of bitches? We'll do dex. Yo. You know what, I'm gonna put that into your strength. Kreia, deal with it. You're gonna just have to live with it. Get your stealth up. Powers. Mind trick. No, we're gonna go with stun, which is add power first. Accept. Okay. I know I really should be on a huge technicality, like worrying more about certain things, but I'm not. Okay. So, is that where we came from? Okay, so here's the med bay, which means we want to go this way, roundabout, get out my way. Hi, Chris. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing okay. I know that life has been difficult recently. Sabotage protocol droid on the Harbinger vessel. It is likely that the HK unit sabotaged it so it could take the protocol droid's place and have free run of the ship. That piece of shit droid. But hello. Turbo lift to the engine deck, but before we do that, I need to take something from you. You don't need that, Kreia. You don't. You're just... You're fine.
I have a bad feeling about this.
What's wrong?
Don't you feel it? Something's gonna get real wrong real quick.
Let's see. How do you know that?
You don't survive on the rim as long as I have without knowing when trouble's coming.
We'll have to be careful then, but we do need to keep moving.
All right, but don't say I didn't warn you. Trust me. When it comes to staying alive, I'm rarely wrong about these things.
I like how it just point blank said, hey. If Atten says this, save your game. So we're going to do that. We're going to overwrite the save. And we're going to save the game. Alright, can't go that way. Can't go that way. The only way through is forward. We're about to see my favorite cutscene in this part of the game. So much sass. We all walk just sashaying.
I came to warn you, Jedi. You know not what path you walk.
Wait a second.
This battle is mine alone. I am not defenseless. He cannot kill what he cannot see, and power has blinded him long ago. Run. I shall be along shortly.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. So, I have seen that cutscene 1,000 times, but again, I haven't played this modified version of the game. I have never heard that line from him. God, that makes that scene hit so much more later. And again, for those of you who haven't played this game, or don't know how this game continues, yeah, no, that hits hard. Yes, I'm pretty sure, Chris. It like I say pretty sure because like I can't 100% say because I haven't had that loss yet, but like when I've had something close to that loss, it has always kind of been just a little glimmer of beautiful silver, knowing that there are people that do care, and that there are people who are willing to kind of step up and step forward and be like, hey, you know, I'm here for you if you need me. I care. Lean on me if required. Alright, footlocker time. My first Mandalorian melee shield! Also, the other reason why I absolutely love that particular cutscene is notice that I had Kreia completely empty-handed and just random sword. Random came out of nowhere. She pulled it out her ass. Sword. And I'm a tad offended by that. Well, I'm not saying it's above or below anyone else's, Chris. I'm saying, like, I haven't lost a parent yet. Not in the traditional sense. Like, my parents have had strokes, but they're alive. They are no longer... Did that just say pheromone package? Hold on. It did. We're gonna keep that for later. Pheromones are important. Like, they're no longer the person that I knew. They're no longer the parent that I had, but they're also not there we go. Now we're both pluses. They're not like gone. They're mentally gone. They're different. We're gonna use a part, open the ion engines, logeth out. Okay. So we're gonna run back to the right, which I realize we just left, but if I remember correctly, that was a workbench. It might have been a workbench. Was that a workbench? Did I see? Yes, I did see a workbench. Son of a biscuit. That's awesome. Okay, so I want to upgrade my vibroblade. Zabrak grip, -1 defense, attack modifier, though. I want to see what I have for... Okay, Ionite Edge. Holds edge, requires workbench. Massive criticals. I'm going to go with the Ionite right now. And I'm not going to put the Zabrak on as much as I want to. I just realized I don't have Atten in any armor. Could probably be that could honestly probably be why the mofo is dying so much. It is tough. My mom had her stroke when I was a teenager, and then she had brain surgery afterwards, and then my dad more recently had his. And I can say that my mom has in a way grown up. Like her mental faculties are coming back. Actually, next question. Hey babe. If you had to like give my mom a brain age, what would you say it is? On a normal day, like on a good day.
14 to 16.
Yeah.
I'd say 14 to 16 because she still does lack some of that emotional tolerance or emotional control when things get suddenly change and stuff like that. But she can do math. She's like she can drive. She's self-sufficient all the way down to the fact that when things get really stressful, she starts to melt.
Yeah.
But that's pretty good for someone who had as severe of a stroke as she had.
But yeah,
she can still walk and stuff, which is way better than what most people get to have.
Yeah, she's like a teenager now, and if I had asked that question, if he knew her 4 years ago, over 4 years ago, I'd say more like if he had known her like 8 years ago, it would have been like she's a child, and even 4 years ago she was a lot younger.
At times, yeah, because that's about the time I came around.
Now that I can actually sympathize with. I was not the oldest child, but because my mother has had a stroke in certain situations, I'm the one that legally has to sign for things. And when my grandmother died, when her mother, my Uma, died, she was on a ventilator, she was on life support, and it came down to her children having to make that decision. And my mother actually did ask me for an opinion on that, on because it hadn't been that long, and there was a little bit of hope, and it was one of those things that I knew my grandmother, I knew what she felt about it, and so that decision I can see being very hard, and I from very great distance give you a very big hug, Chris, because I know that could be real heavy. So for those on YouTube, I am talking to someone over on Twitch. I do not have my chat on screen on purpose because I don't keep it up. I do tend to hop between. Chris is someone who I know I can say his name, and it doesn't matter. I do tend to be careful when I'm bouncing back and forth, just because I try to respect. I know some people don't necessarily like having their names and stuff blasted. So sometimes if you do see me looking to this side, which is where my other screen is, and I'm talking to something that you can't see from either site, Twitch or YouTube, it is probably a comment from the other end. I'm not silly enough to put this up on TikTok or anything like that. So I just realized I've been streaming for 2 hours almost, and I still have a solid hour left on this planet. Oh god. Maybe less. We're gonna hope. I can understand the decision being hard, and also seeing them like that is probably really hard.
Tell me you're joking. We are not gonna cross back into the Peragus facility through the fuel line. That's crazy.
It's the only way to get around the seal.
Alright, but I know I'm gonna regret this.
Oh, Atten, you're gonna regret every moment of your life since you meet me.
I sense you, my master. Faint, weak.
Your senses betray you, as you betrayed me.
After all that's happened, still you live. You are difficult to kill.
For one as limited as you, perhaps. To have fallen so far and learned nothing, that is your failing.
The failure is yours. No longer do your whispers crawl within my skull. No longer do I suffer beneath teachings that weaken us. And now you run in search of the Jedi. They are all dead, save one. And one broken Jedi cannot stop the darkness that is to come.
Perhaps we shall see.
What's wrong? Are you all right? Damn it, hold on. It's only a little farther. Don't give up on me now. What happened to you?
I like how he goes immediately from like, oh my god, are you okay, to screaming at you, first of all. Second of all, for those paying attention and who plan on watching this all the way through the end with me, did you notice that Atten called us both Jedi, Kreia and I, but that particular Sith Lord just point blank went, my master? And I realize, again, Star Wars lore, technically there are some Jedi who Sith that have Jedi masters, because they were trained by the Jedi first. But I'm just gonna point out there, did you also notice that the only 2 force powers she came with originally, one was universal, the other one was dark? So just some thoughts for people to remember. My hand felt like it was being dipped in molten carbonite. So okay, so here's oh, okay. Speaking of memories, Chris, here is my mild frustration. All right, so carbonite is what Han Solo was supposedly frozen in. If it is molten, if it is hot, when it is liquid, then why the hell would they freeze him in it, and how did he survive? What is carbonite? Oh, that reminds me. So, speaking of things and their chemical properties, my son was asking us questions yesterday. Solstice was asking us questions about the clouds. And I was explaining that clouds are water and that they're quite heavy, because he tried to say that clouds look really light. And how did he put it? Water in its fluffy form, correct?
Something like that.
Yeah, so I was explaining that it wasn't water in liquid form, and he was like, oh, it's water in its fluffy form. And I can tell you, the 2 adults in the front seat, myself and my partner, yeah, no, neither of us could keep...
You look fine. Come on. We need to keep moving.
Like, you look good. You're fine. Nothing happened. But yeah, we both had a good laugh about that, because it was like trying to be very serious. My favorite widow droid.
Looks like it's been hit with an ion charge and dumped here.
Oh, I forgot he talks. I know we met Protocol Droid earlier. He attacked us too. Don't blame yourself. Hey, explosions in space are a thing-ish, maybe. Alright, then let's go. T3 has joined your party. He has the ability to make programming spikes on demand and can also upgrade items if asked, which is awesome. What are his... skills. What are skills? Okay, total rank 6. Total rank 5. He has slightly higher demolition than me. The concealed stash. Well, they wouldn't be as big, but you wouldn't want to watch a movie that... Oh, damn it. Alright. T3, you try. Your turn. Let's see if we actually can recover this mine. We cannot, so we're just gonna get rid of it so we don't step on it and die. I mean, I realize they wouldn't be as big. Like, explosions would not be as big if explosions could happen in space, but still, we gotta account. Oh, you droid sons of bitches. If you could be slightly helpful here. We gotta do this. I'm dying. I'm dying. Alright, feats. We're gonna go to armor proficiency. Medium, because I want it. I am a both kind of person. Star Wars and Star Trek both have a place in my mind. Could someone kill the stupid droid that's like helping them, but not me because I'm... Son of a bitch. That's why I didn't want to do that. I'm gonna run this way. I know there are technically other droids, but we're just gonna let them take care of those. That's what those two could do. They can go do that. It's very helpful. Ah, T3, you beautiful bastard.
More where that came from. Let's settle this.
That's not what I wanted.
Let's settle this.
Disable the mine in the middle of a battle, you know, because that's... Or just run right through it, you know. Who needs to survive? I'm still in combat. Okay. Yeah, who needs to survive? No one needs to survive. Star Trek was the first piece of media where disability was represented and they didn't try to fix it. I do like that. I will admit. Star Trek had a lot of firsts. There were a lot of first things that Star Trek did and I absolutely loved it. So, you know, hold on. I'm trying to do something. There we go. Here. What's that noise you know what, I can kind of see that. I actually had a bit of a moment myself. I saw, not to say that it's the same thing. So I saw a post how someone was complaining that Sims put in Dexcoms and how it was, you know, just this terrible thing to the game because they were ugly and this, that, and the other. And I was like, that's like a tiny little... This is big. Like, if you're complaining about that, what else are you complaining about? Like, what other disabilities are you just being like, yeah, no, you're not allowed to exist? That's so effed. There will be an ad on Twitch in just under a minute, just so everyone knows. Ooh, we are rolling right back into battle. Yay, I got more to level up with, because that's what that means. I haven't even used all my level ups yet. Now there is one character that I can sit and level up, and I will level him up while my ad is running, which will be in about 20 seconds. So let's meander my little sashing. Oh wait, I can do this now. Echani armor. Wow, that... I thought the mining outfit made my ass look big. Damn. Damn. Alright, so once the ad starts, I guess that's 4. That is 4. Haha, I guessed right. Oh, we are back to combat. Oh, T3 died. Oh, I forgot I can't do... forgot I can't do certain things if it's restricted by armor. I'll have to go back to something else for a minute, but this at least keeps me alive. There's the ad.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
Okay. So we are going. I love how he just falls over. Just falls backwards. Alright, so I am going to kill a little bit of time so that I don't play too much when they can't see. We're going to go to T3 and we're going to level him up. So, level up. I like how this is all he has. It's right here, because none of the rest of this matters. We're going to give him a little constitution though. Skills. Alright, computer use. Repair. Honestly, those are the two more important ones. Oh. Sorry, I forgot that's where I was at. Awareness. Okay, I guess he's gonna be super aware. Skills. Skills again, then he gets a feat. Feats. I like how he really doesn't have that many. Dual strike, trained using teamwork, demolitions is a cross-class skill so I can make it better. Toughness allows, gearhead. I'm gonna do this because I want to make it so he can actually get some demolition experience. So we're gonna do that. We're just gonna empty this out so it quits blinking at me. Blinkety blinkety blink. Oh. Blink, 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 blink. Oh yeah, I haven't gone back through his stuff. Ooh, hey, we're gonna wear that. He doesn't have anything like that. Doesn't have anything for there. Okay, Atten still looking good. My character fine, except for the fact that the armor kind of messes me up, but that's okay. So we are 7 seconds, so we're good. I really want to finish Peragus before I leave tonight. So, babe, you should be sleeping, honey. Okay. We're just gonna walk past them, really? Now let's do this. Stay alive. Are you just gonna... Really? Really? Just gonna blow fire at me. Like, I don't get any... I don't get any say in that. Come on now. That's rude. P.S. I will say it's absolutely hilarious how much this armor just made my ass look huge. Like, I get that it's shading, but still. Slow down and repeat that, please. I like how there's no words here. There should be, but he said, how can you understand that noise? I served. There we go. Atten, you're not actually talking. I don't know why you're not talking, but you're not talking, so that's alright. Okay, let's actually switch to T3. We'll let him do this. You can be the little hero of the day. Emergency control commands. Wait, hold on. Open blast door. Replace the power conduit, because we have the power conduit. Deus Ex Machina style, and we're gonna roll through it. We'll at least get to the ship. Alrighty. Oh, you are the closest enemy. Come at me, bro. I was gonna say, and I swear to goodness, if you're standing back there with your guns doing absolutely nothing, I'm gonna be so mad. I should not be the only one risking life and limb for this shit. I don't know what just happened. Like, I actually, and I talked about this on my last stream. I took my son to see it in theater. We went and saw it together. I did not see it, like, on Star Wars Day. Like, I didn't see it directly on Star Wars Day, but I did go see it in theater. So, oh, my shield is gone. Let's put that back on, please.
More where that came from.
Can either of you do a damn thing? Legitimately, neither of these two are doing a thing.
More where that came from.
Yeah, use your shock arm, jackass. I do understand that, yeah. It was... Seeing it was interesting. It was emotional in both good and... like, good and neutral ways. It was a really good time, though. Like, I kind of wish it had stayed in theater just a little bit longer so that I could have went and seen it again on my own, but that's not a huge deal. I could level myself up once. We're actually just gonna heal. Because that's not restricted by my armor. My skill's still too low. Maybe? I don't know. Can you actually kill him? Oh, Jesus. If I die, I die, I guess. On the upside, I have two people who can stay around while I do it. I do understand that. Yeah. I know that there's a lot going on there.
Time to take you down
Is this legit gonna let me just die here?
Let's settle this.
We're just gonna have to walk through it and take the hit. Alright, we're gonna heal me. I'm gonna go solo. I'm gonna grab the droid.
Just say the word.
Yeah, I know that was really wrong of me, and I don't even care. Like, you know, I wasn't gonna say anything about that, Chris. I understood what you were trying to say. You're the only one I can use this on, little droid. Why did I not just frickin' level you up like an idiot? Okay. Doop. Doop. I really don't care if you have awareness. You are a droid. I do not need you to have awareness. Droid dash plating. Okay. Off we go. Why are they so white? Why is what so white? I'm so confused. We're just gonna do this because the droid don't need to breathe. So. Yep, knew that was a thing. Let's see if I can open this door. Locked. Okay. Oh, droid! Open that, please. Yeah, no, we're just gonna destroy that. I don't want to say why, Chris. Like, it's a common feature, we're going to say. We're now also going to walk through the gas. Because, you know. Okay. Metal box. Oh, I just realized I'm going to be playing this particular part of it for the first time with a mouse. Oh no. I'm going to be so bad. Oh god. There we go. We are almost done. We are almost done. I'm literally going to stop on the Ebon Hawk once we're in the air. I am almost there, and it's only been an extra 30 minutes. Okay. Oh my god, you useless NPCs. Why does every NPC in every game, we're just gonna stand right behind you? It's probably anemia. It's totally the anemia. That is exactly why we are all of a paler persuasion. You are perfectly correct, Chris. Just it is galaxy-wide anemia. There's not enough iron in Star Wars. Really? Really? Okay, we're just gonna let that go. I don't even know why that thing's still active. It shouldn't be. This is the loading ramp to the Ebon Hawk. Once aboard, you'll be leaving this facility. Yes, please, for the love of God. Oh, this is weird. Oh, this is weird. What can you taste when it goes in your veins, Chris? Oh, iron injections. I actually haven't ever been able to taste mine. I've had them before and I can't taste them. Kreia, your hand, what happened?
We must leave.
Also, if you were already on the ship, you bitch. Okay, we're gonna finish this particular moment, and then we're gonna hop back, and I will be back later.
If they hit us, we're dead. But if they keep missing us, we're dead. It's great odds. Somebody shut that trash compactor up.
Can we jump
Now
to
with all these
hyperspace?
asteroids around us, we'd enter hyperspace in pieces. We have to clear that field first. Thing is, we clear the field and they're gonna have a clear shot at us. I'm doing all I can, and that's not enough. What'd you do to make these guys so mad?
Can we
Well,
do?
either they hit us and destroy us, or they hit an asteroid and make the whole field go nova.
Keep your distance,
What are
please.
the asteroids? They can be destroyed by us as well as them, can they not?
That'll take out the whole field, the colony, and maybe us. We might not even be able to jump to hyperspace in time.
Then we die here. Choose now.
Oh, this is your first sort of like keep evading
Hold
them.
on, this is gonna
Just
get a
keep
little
evading them.
rocky.
Okay, I didn't look to see if Atten fired on that asteroid or not. I'm gonna be kind of upset if he did, because I purposely just neutralized myself to hopefully not have to possibly kill people. I'm trying to play night.
Well, now that we just killed a planet, maybe one of you can tell me what's going on. Because between assassin droids, a Sith Lord that looks like he sleeps with vibroblades, and being target practice for a Republic warship, I was better off in my cell.
The Republic warship was the Harbinger. It was seized on its way to Telos by the Sith. They sought you, Jedi.
Why are these Sith looking for me?
Because you are the last of the Jedi. Once you are dead, then they have won.
Go to bed. I was exiled from the
Exile or
Order.
not, the Sith believe you to be a Jedi Knight, and that is all that matters.
But last
The
of the
Jedi Civil
Jedi.
War destroyed the Jedi. By the war's end, barely 100 Jedi remained. Many fell in battle, and many more were seduced by Revan's teachings.
What about the Jedi and
The
Dantooine and
Jedi
Coruscant?
Academy on Dantooine is nothing more than a crater that echoes with the ghosts of dead Jedi. And the Jedi Temple on Coruscant lies empty. The waters in the Room of 1,000 Fountains have fallen still, in reverence to the fallen Jedi, and those now lost. Many Jedi blamed the teachings of the Jedi Masters for Revan's fall, and the civil war that followed.
We need to warn
Perhaps,
them.
but they are Jedi no longer. If the Sith have not already slain them, then they will not help you, nor can you help them.
Then how do we stop
That
the Sith?
is not an easy question to answer. This threat is greater than you know, and I do not believe it is a battle that can be fought.
Look,
So what do you think we
enough
should
with
do?
the we already.
We cannot hope to triumph against them alone. To stop them, you will need weapons, allies, and a teacher. In the end, I fear it may not be enough.
But we have no
You
other
fought
choice.
in the Mandalorian Wars, and it cost you everything. Are you willing to sacrifice as much again?
They were my
Not
choice.
listening to me. This is not like any field of battle you have ever fought in.
I loved
Think
Revan's
carefully
lore, I'm
on
just
your
gonna say
choice.
it.
If you choose to fight, if you choose war, it is a path few turn from once the first steps are taken. It carries with it a terrible price. And in the end, you may find you have nothing left to sacrifice.
If I do not try, we have lost
Like
anyway.
so many Jedi, you hear, but you do not listen. You have much to learn.
Well, look at that. We're back to the original. We're going to Telos?
Yes, to aid in the recovery effort there. Many roads lead to Telos, including ours.
Not like we have much of a choice, the Peragus astrogation charts being what they are.
It is where we must go, and where the Harbinger was bound before our unfortunate encounter on Peragus.
How did you know I was aboard the
Difficult to
Harbinger?
find, but coincidence was on our side. When I learned that you were on the vessel, I knew the Sith would not be far behind. When we intercepted the Harbinger,
Oh, I loved
it
the
was
pre-Disney
crippled,
Star Wars
drifting in
books.
Space. It was a simple matter to board the vessel and rescue you. Unknown to me, however, the Sith were already on board. Just as we made the jump to hyperspace, they fired upon us, nearly destroying the Ebon Hawk. True. But as one trained in the Force, you know that true coincidences are rare.
Alrighty, how did we
I
get
do
to
not know how the
Peragus?
Ebon Hawk was able to make it to
Oh, neither am I.
Be silent. We're having a conversation here.
He says he repaired the ship.
Repaired this ship, my eye. Next thing you know, it's gonna claim credit for saving our skins. If that little noisemaker says it repaired the ship once, then it can prove it by doing it again. Go on, get!
God, you were...
Whatever occurred on board the Harbinger had rendered you unconscious. Though your thoughts were faint, I was still able to find you, sealed in one of the cargo holds. But we have spoken long enough, and my wound pains me. If you have other questions, find me in the crew quarters. There we will speak more.
Hey, don't stop your long, boring rants on my account. I was just getting sleepy-eyed.
Also in private, we will be mercifully free from the opinions of imbeciles and fools.
Look, not like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hand of hers. I think
She
she was
seemed well
barely
enough.
keeping it together. I'm surprised she's able to stand with all that pain rolling off of her. Are you blind? If I were her, I'd be screaming like a stuck Minok.
I wanted to make him say this line.
Very strong, manly Minok. I think she's just too proud to show any weakness. Especially in front of you.
Okay, so I have to go. It is quite late for me. So we are going to leave this off here. I'm actually going to save the game again, even though it was just saved when we boarded the Ebon Hawk. I will be back later today at some point. I hope everyone has the best day they can, and I will see all of y'all later. Bye, everyone.